to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Virginia's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Cavaliers come to the line after whipping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Lyle. Spins away from the defense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt. And you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lyle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Off-play action on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Flowers. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And a scrum on the goal line. No signal yet from the officials, but it doesn't appear that he got in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them set.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Dropping back, it's Flowers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The short hands, it's Davis. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got him this time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Huskies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll run it on third and goal. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lyon. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Military start! Military start!
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Flowers. He's got it.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Cavaliers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. After the run, now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Looking for space. It's Lyle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's really nice to be.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Under fire. He's got him. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves him with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Flowers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got fourth and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Lyle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Now from inside the red zone. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Power football with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the ground with the back.
Illegal blocking back.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The field goal is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a win.